Hi friends, this is Tasha Rose with Radical Mothering. I'm gonna record this video while I'm driving. I'm hands-free, you can see. I probably won't even look at the camera. I'm going to go pick up Zoe from volleyball practice and heading home. It's very rainy today. September weather has finally arrived and I'm so happy that I get to wear my sweater and my slippers and be warm and also have a cold nose because it's cold now. And my joints aren't swelling and my eczema is not flaring and is drying up on my hands and my toes, on my two toes. And yeah, it's just, this is the weather I love, when it is chilly fall weather and when it's dreary rainy weather. It's the best. So the reason why I wanted to make a video today is because I was watching some grocery haul videos today because I am kind of plotting how I'm going to go about reducing what my budget is. It's really not it's financially motivated because I don't like to spend money, but it's really just like a game I play with myself on how good of a deal on foods I can get and stock our pantry and not have to go to the grocery store as often. So what my goal is, at first it was $600 a month or less. Now I'm actually kind of at, I want to spend $100 a week or less. And I think I can come pretty close to it. So last week on Monday, I spent $150 at Mike's Discount Foods. And then this past Monday, I spent $89. I got the opportunity to go a second time in a short amount of time. So I went because Grace was, it takes driver's ed over on that end of town. So I got to go over there. And so I went, I spent $89 and I bought a whole bunch of things for the freezer and a whole bunch of things to stock the pantry and a little bit of fresh fruit because we were running out of fresh fruit. And I was really proud of myself because not only did I get all of that, but it was minimal packaging, which is part of my frugal aim for our household. We purchased the smallest garbage container that you can get. It's really tiny. I mean, it's not much bigger than it's maybe two of a regular kitchen size garbage container. That's about how big it is. So it fits like 2 or 3 bags of trash. And come October, we're only going to be having trash pickup once every other week. So we won't have trash pickup as often. So one of the things that we have to be mindful of is reducing our consumption of packaging. And not all packaging, of course, can be recycled. And St. Paul really does have a pretty decent recycling program. So, you know, we happily recycle and we reuse containers as appropriate and as we need to. For instance, I'm on a crusade to collect the little squat garlic, the pre-prepared garlic jars of minced garlic, to save those for paint jars for school. So that's just one reuse that I can think of off the top of my head. But anyways, I was watching these haul videos, and one thing that really stuck out to me was, especially after this woman spent $100. She has got something like I think she's pregnant with number 9 or 10, something like that. So she's got a large family also, a little bit larger than us. And she spent $100 and she only bought like 6 things. But those 6 things, she bought like massive bulk. She bought a whole bunch of Keurig cups. She bought 2 big boxes of those. And she bought a whole bunch of Danimals, and she bought some strawberry flavored applesauce, and some pudding, and some lunch meat, and something else. And her total came to $100. And I paused it, and I went and got my latest jar of applesauce. If I have access to apples, I make applesauce. I'll do it in the crock pot, do it crock pot style, kind of like apple butter. But when I don't have access to lots of apples for super cheap, I buy it. And the jar I buy from Aldi. It is unsweetened, it is organic, it has apples and ascorbic acid in it, and that's it. And the jar that I buy is 46 ounces, and each of these little cups that she purchased, there were 4 cups in a package, were 4 ounces apiece. And she spent 69 cents a package. So I did some math, and my package that I buy applesauce in, she would have to buy 4 packs of that applesauce at 69 cents to be equivalent to the ounces and the cost that I spent on my applesauce. But the frugal part that doesn't quite register for me is all of the consumption of plastic. So those little fruit cups, that plastic in a lot of areas can't be recycled. And then you've got the little foil lid and the paper that wraps around it all to hold the 4 cups together. That's a lot of packaging. And that doesn't serve frugality, because really what you're paying for is the packaging. My husband thought that I'm probably spending about 30% less buying the big package, even though it's the same price, you know, for her buying 3 and I'm buying 1. I'm spending about 30% less because I'm not buying all of the packaging that she's buying. And then the same with like Keurig cups. First of all, Keurigs are gross because you can't even clean them efficiently. Second, all of that plastic waste that comes from the Keurig cups. And who is drinking gross flavors of coffee anyway? So if you want coffee, I know it's stressful to make sometimes. My husband makes coffee most mornings because I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so tired, I cannot make coffee. But here's the thing, if you only want one cup of coffee, then you just need a little stovetop coffee pot or like a percolator or a pour over cone or something like that, and you buy your beans in bulk and you grind them up in a grinder for each serving, and you make your coffee. It takes maybe a couple minutes longer than popping a pod into a Keurig, but think of the wastefulness. I mean, I think it was something like $17 or $18 for a big box of cups, like a bulk box that you would get at Costco. A bulk box of K-cups was like $17. Well, a pound of coffee is like $14 or $15, depending on where you're getting your coffee. I spend as little. My backup coffee I buy at Trader Joe's is a big thing for like $8, and it's super big. It's like 2 pounds of coffee. But that's just our backup coffee, and the coffee we really like to drink is right around $12, $13, something like that. And the cost is so much less, and you're going to get so much more coffee out of buying beans in bulk than you are going to be buying all of this plastic waste and a little bit of coffee per piece of plastic. So something that I just want people to think about when they're talking about frugality and reducing their grocery budget. Part of reducing the grocery budget is paying attention to the plastic and the paper and the foil and any kind of packaging that you have got all of your products wrapped in, because that is built into your costs. And if you are eliminating that, you're eliminating costs. And even if you're shopping at a discount grocery store like she was, like how I do, I shop between our Co-op, Trader Joe's, and the discount grocery store, and I get all of our needs met, and the packaging is so minimal that we only need garbage pickup every other week. So that's a little ranty moment about home management, money management. I mean, this is a big money management issue. I don't think a lot of people really consider packaging when they're talking about money management in terms of their grocery budget. And I think that it's something that people need to get on about, because you're wasting a lot of money buying packaging. And you know, we know about plastic in the oceans. You know, Pacific Garbage Patch is a thing. It's something we all need to be aware of. Don't waste your money if you don't have to. And yep, you only spent $100 and you've got 10 kids, but hang on, Zoe. You only spent $100 and you've got 10 kids, but if you saved even $10 of that in your budget by not buying the packaging and opting for something different, then that's $10 more that you can put elsewhere for your large family to manage things more efficiently. All right, so I'm gonna get Zoe home, and you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.